kubabuulira ku bigenda mu maaso mu kulonda kwa Omoro County. Oweekitiibwa Sipiika mujjukira yafa, ekifo ekibeera nga kyetaagisa okujjuzibwa. Netwesobola nga NUP tugana tya ekifo kino tukyegwanyiza era tulina kandidate waffe Simon Akecha Tolit. Abantu b'Omoro bamulaze okwagala kubanga musajja waabwe bamumanyi, bamulondako nabbibwa, kakati basanyufu nti musajja waabwe akomyewo. Era nga bwe biraba abantu ba Omoro bamusembeza nnyo. Ekintu ekyo tekisanyusizza bannaffe abali mu gavumenti, era bazze bateesateesa kandidate waffe ono nga bamukubira amasimu. Abanene mu gavumenti, abanene mu magye okuva e Uganda nga bamukubira amasimu bamugamba gwe lwaki oyagala kulemesa omuntu waffe mutabani wa Olanya banna. Bino byansikirano. Oweekitiibwa Sipiika bwe yafa nkakasa nti mu kiraamo kye alina omusika mu nsonga za famire n'ebintu byali alina nga ye. Mu bintu ebyo temulimu Omoro County. Sitogula twagamba nti nedda bino si bya famire, si byansikirano, bino by'abantu bonna bonna. Netwesobola ne kandidate waffe. Sitwagala okubawooninga abo abateesateesa kandidate waffe, abagezaako okumugulirira abiveemu tujje tulina akasente ke tujja okuwa nga kitolemesa mwana waffe, kubanga bakimanyi nti omwana waabwe eri sayidi tamanyikiddwa nnyo. Bambi yakulira wano Kampala, bamuyingiza mu bintu bino tabitegeera, mpulira nti n'olulimi talwogera. Kati bamanyi obuzibu batuuseeko ku lwa kandidate waffe ono. Kyodde olaba bamutiisatiisa ne ttiimu yaffe nga bagezaako tusala sipiidi. Kandidate waffe yayitiddwa akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kubanga twabitegedde nti bannaffe bye tuvuganya bagezaako okuteekawo obusongasonga, balina bwe bajingirira. Bagamba nti Simon Tolit ku bantu abakusayingira nomination form ababiri, actually bagambye nti bonna mbu tebaliyo. Sina bantu gano amannya wagajingirira, abantu bano tebaliyo, ne signatures naki mbu tebaliyo. Kuba kye bakoze bafunyeemu 2 ku 10 ne babawa akasente. Era yabasanzeyo ku electoral commission nga bo bagamba nti omusajja ono tetumumanyi, tetumulabangako. So kye twakoze ne tuyita banne abalala abaasayininga nomination form ye, ne tubatwala ku kakiiko k'ebyokulonda. Anti bagamba nti amannya gano si g'abantu bano, abantu tebaliyo. Tubatwalidde abantu we bali abamusayiningira nomination form. Era ne bali abagamba nti tebabimanyiiko, tubalumiriza ne tugamba nti kakati mmwe mwekyusizza mu kiti ng'embazzi kubanga bamuwadde sente. Naye mwasayininga forms zino nga mweyagalidde kimwakola mwene mukitegeera nga mukimanyi. So akakiiko k'ebyokulonda nako kalabe nga kasalirawo ddala nti kakati katweyingirize ddala politics, tuzanyire sayidi eno ey'abannaffe bali. Twagala okulabula bannaffe mu kakiiko k'ebyokulonda, mutuukirize obuvunaanyizibwa bwammwe nga ssemateeka yaffe bwegamba. Nsonga eyo nkulu. Twalaba bye mu kalulu ke twakavaamu, twalaba bye mu Kayunga, tubataddeko eriisa ejjogi. So gino emivuyo gye bagezaako okuteekawo kubanga batidde musajja waffe ono Tolit Simon Akecha. Naye ffe tugamba nti tugenda kupondooka, tetugenda kubowa, tetugenda kuggwamu maanyi. Era saawa yonna pulezidenti waffe Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert agenda Omoro. Twalabye ku mawulire DPC wa Omoro ng'agamba nti kaakati tutaddewo road blocks buli kkubo eriyingira mu Omoro, buli ayingira tulina okumwaza, tulina okumubuuza kusookera ddala era national ID okirina ekimu Omoro tulina ebyatandika ddi. Twasemba kubiraba mu biseera bya Amini, kaakati road blocks bandagaalizo ze babizizaawo. Okuyingira district olina kusooka kusaba lukusa, olina kusooka kulaga nti oli mutuuze obeeramu eyo district, tetukyalina naddembe kwetaayaaya. Naye ekyo bakikoze olw'obutiitiizi olw'amaanyi aga NUP ne kandidate waffe Tolit Simon Akecha. Tetugenda kupowa leero oluva wano, kandidate waffe adayo Omoro, pulezidenti waffe saawa yenna agenda kumwegattako. Tulabe nga ekifo kino n'obuwanguzi tubujjayo. So akakiiko k'ebyokulonda ne bannaffe abali mu NRM abagezaako okuzanyazanya obuzanyo obutategeerekeka, tubasekeredde kubanga musanze tulaba. I want to invite our candidate Tolit Simon Akecha, Honorable, to address us. You're welcome, sir.
People power. Our power. Our power. People power. Where wa? Where wa? Where padano? Where wa? Where wa? Where padano? Where padano? Where wa? NUP. Away. 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 Thank you.
Thank you all for it. You're most welcome. This is my second press conference here in Kampala. I am very glad that you turn up very quickly to hear what the candidate is going to say about what is on the ground. As our spokesperson has already told you, we have a fertile ground. People have massive support, and I must assure you, we are the winning team. But of late, what the government is trying to do, or the state, is now just trying to show their true color. Because, as you have heard, they started allegation. The first allegation that came out was that I was bankrupt. That one, flop. The second one, that the signatures which supported me, the 10 people, we are forged. Today I appeared before them, but even the petitioner who filed that petition that the signatures were forged, actually were asked, did you pay for the fee to inspect the register? Because the law requires him to pay for the fee. He did not. He did not even write to the electoral commission requesting for inspection. He did not even attach any document which he found which was forged, and the genuine one which he claimed to be the signature of the 10 people. So it's now up on the electoral commission to make the decision. We have given our witnesses, and I have with me here the people who signed for supporting me. Came with them from the village. Like this is my elder brother. This is the retired pensioner, Mama. So these are genuine people. They are physically there. We cannot fake. For your information, I've been in election since 2006. Up to date, I've not missed any general election. So I know the procedure, what goes in election. So those allegations are always a propaganda just to derail us from our course to take the northern Uganda, especially the Omoro Kebagendamu, so that Nup expand. The other day I told you I've been chairman of FDC from 2005 up to 2017. You remember very well the first election we had there with the new party. Out of the 13 MPs, 10 were FDCs. And I will make it Nup will have actually more than that. Because I know the tactic, I know how this government operates. Because the other time it was dangerous, more than this. Our officers were broken in by divisional commanders. But since we started the campaign, not a very serious incident started. But yesterday when I left the venue, coming to Kampala to present these people today, that's when I was called. The police went and dispersed my team from the campaign by throwing tear gas. And one of the girls of about 8 years was 8 months. 8 months, almost died. The good thing was that for us we moved with an ambulance in my campaign. So that's one of my programs which I'm giving to the people of Omoro. All women who are pregnant, they are taken to the hospital and they labor free of charge, and they are collected back home using that ambulance. So we rushed with that child to the nearby clinic and we rescued the life. Then another strategy this government is trying to do. They have approached me so many times that I should abandon the cause of standing as a candidate of Nup.
Even this spokesperson of NRM secretary, Togo Emmanuel, told me that he want to meet. I told him, I said, no, I cannot meet you because you may poison me. Emmanuel. Yeah, I told him off. I said, yes, you have talked to me through phone. I'm even fearing to receive your phone. And another one is our MP for Gulu East, West, Mapente to Zara. Also, you my friend, we have been in FTC together. I said, but you deserted us. You have betrayed us. The other time, leader of opposition appointed you chairman of local government committee. Again, you petitioned Parliament to kick out Jackie, who is a colleague in the new party. That is his first intention. I told him off. So please, I'm now a full member of NUP, and I will now hesitate to tell you off. And if I come to Parliament, you will be in trouble. Yes, I told him off. Because actually, you cannot betray your friend. Do that the Judas. You cannot entertain them. Okay? So, never solve the best. I'm going to assure you the ground is okay, but we are going to fight on this intimidation. Which is going what? The roadblock. Because when I was coming, I got 2 roadblocks. It was there. So when we lower the glass and it's like, wow, where are you going? It's not going to come. Then they open the door. So, maybe some of the areas we have looked at, you may have some questions. Which will come in the form of questions, but I must assure you, we are on the ground, and my team.
Thank you. Let me now invite our SE to address us. Let me first invite our chairman, NUP, Choli Sub-Region, Mr. Abbott, to address us. The press, ladies and gentlemen, I must emphasize this. My name is Samuel Abbott, Choli Sub-Region. Just like the candidates say, Omoro is very fertile for NUP.
Yes.
We are expecting 85% vote in favor of our candidate. That is the minimum. That's our minimum expectation, and that's why these people are resorting to very many avenues to get away of interfering with our campaign. You heard what the candidate said. Just today we are from Electoral Commission, but there on the ground, right from the first day for our campaign, our first venue where we are supposed to speak to the people, we had people dressed up in NRM attires and lined up. They were distributing money to them. So we believe the state is panicking. Why are they quitting? If they claim that they have all the entire people of Omoro and their supporters, why do they have to intimidate us? We are being trailed every hour and then with numberless vehicles. You get people armed. He said yesterday when he was leaving he had roadblocks. Honorable, by the time he left, this people increased the numbers from 2 to 4. We were attacked. We nearly lost a baby of 8 months. But I want to tell you, the people are with us. The people are ready to die for the truth. They have realized they have been deceived for quite a number of time. But this time we are telling them the truth and the agenda of National Unity Platform. Could you imagine to a level where the hotels where some of our members go for food, they are instructed not to sell for us food?
What kind of country is this? To a level where we are getting accommodations, they would go want to pull us out. They would tell the owners of hotel not to allow us to sleep there. Dear members, I would call this straight to the people of Omoro. Enough is enough, and by the people are saying enough is enough. This time they are tired, and they mean it. I must assure you, Honorable Toilet, on the 26th, you will be our member of parliament, Omoro County. I am so sure the land is indeed very, very, very fertile. In fact, it's a warning. They shouldn't try, just like they started yesterday, firing live bullets, hitting people in the villages with tear gas. We are still on time. Why do you want to disperse people away from us? Is it because people are not attending the campaign rallies? And we have assured people of Omoro that the money they are distributing is the taxpayers' money. They have to eat it properly, and that's what people are promising us. They will eat the money properly. That issue they will use them for winning, and they vote Honorable Tony Simon. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you. I thought the candidate should, in 1 minute, say something in Acholi, so that your voters who are following us can be able to pick. They also want to know that you speak actually better than all the other candidates in the race.
But Arafoyo, to me radio, to me TV, Magentikai, Wanobiro Kampala, Pilok Muna, Jome, Vietnam Gamente. Matil, Arayene, Jumuka Chingi, nomination for Mamega, Yanapare, Get Poker Chingi, and Arabino, Kijoamen, Joario Mano, getting no bill, a Karuki bad, Eto Gisu, Milapana, Sermagio, Kibad, Biritualio, Tiladogi, the country is statement, Fagio, Kadoni, Kuki Pajo, Moonway, Poor. Bumabe obirukan obiu no on the bene and warga manga dote ban bumi ko meda la dote bene pocho warga bot electric commission la dote be pocho lo fi man na kaw mi yi chori ya ci ni bu pa electric commission en ki na yo ngi ni bene woni o ne en bene po uno ko bene wa ke de warga mi complain never make it. So no more I change electoral commission. You know why my putting popper one of the people results. Kebagendamu, you can't take it. After beginning a talk about Maku be king in locally, one more Michero, campaign. Now, till tomorrow, what key NRA, Ligian Mary being winner. I want to angle power with you. Dana Matalo, the spokesperson, the not be NRM secretary, don't win medal. Guanti and Mapol. I am Paro Vatakidi. Ben Mundo Tiki in the middle down. Poison. So I'm Paro Vatakidi. I'm a bad to build them. I don't want to give my pen. 1 year of being a bad FTC. After you look at the car, can you? Say, I don't want to give to Lana, both speaker. The child both would Lana at him. Wow. We really don't. You need to vote Gamete. How come my back will want to kill me? And I have been quite never change my baby up when you come in. You take a nomination to get Padu. And you are Arabian what you get in. Not to be no dog or you find you. Take it down.
My phone today.
Say, I'm going to say, I will need girl when the book is far. The Tiamo, Mimaboro, Ibaya, Yachet, Tiagas, Milnaponel. Kumabe, while very cambian. Ambia da utiwen kwa leo dia ateno kwa munguara na hiyo tu tabakila chunti na pika nina ati neta no jwar po himu bila kigini kana na leta mwenye pio kampale tabakila kwa TPC ni moro ni leke kwa hiyo block hiyo kwenye piki bora wanjo moro wamiro peaceful election campaign Takamiro watine ubente chun wana bodo kui patole ana foi
Afo tutua Ladit Tolit Akecha. As you were speaking, actually, I saw Jana is shaking their heads, pretending to be understanding what he's saying. But thank you for that account. Let me invite our SG to speak to us. Kawen NUP Kawen NUP everywhere. That means NUP everywhere NUP. Thank you so much, members of the press, for coming on short notice indeed. What I want to say, most has been said really, but to say that our campaign is very, very strong on ground. I've been in Omoro thrice since the campaign started. And you can see the support of the people towards our candidate. Everywhere you go, even those places where formerly people said they were NRM strongholds, people are actually saying it is time for us to vote for change, and they're looking at our candidate as a new hope. You journalists should go to Omoro and see what it looks like. The level of poverty. You know, you see how people are sleeping. You see how, you know, no water. You look at the kind of schools, the few that are there, and the state in which they are. So you will understand why Omoro is gearing up for a new leader in the name of Honorable Tolit Simon Akecha. And of course the stakes are so high in Omoro. The regime thought it was going to be easy for them. But the day we announced Honorable Tolit as our candidate, they immediately started reaching out to him to try to compromise him. And you remember they even approached other candidates because they are trying to make sure that the gentleman actually goes unopposed. And you've had all sorts of issues even that candidate has. Actually, EC should be looking at that candidate and cancelling it and not looking at our candidate. But that said, we've done everything. I've seen their propaganda. You saw an article yesterday where they were saying that NUP has not even funded the candidate. Can you imagine that? And yet, every single day we've been making sure that our candidate has all the requirements to run the campaign, and the team is here, they can testify. But all that the regime does to try and discredit us. You remember they said that NUP cannot cross Karuma, and now all of a sudden they are saying we are feeling the heat, let's try to get the candidate out. So it's unfortunate, but we hope that the Electoral Commission will not allow to be used. These are individuals who signed for our candidate, some of them. You've heard what happened. These people shamelessly went and hijacked some 2 of them and took them to, abducted them. And when the candidates tried to reach out to them, their phones were off. Mafia style, the way the regime operates, you know. And before long, they were at EC saying, we never signed for you. When they actually, all the 10 signed in the presence of these ones who are here today. So that is how desperate these people are. The lawyers were there today, raised many arguments, no handwriting experts, no formal complaint, no formal application, no evidence brought, and that kind of thing. So we hope that they will not entertain such a bogus complaint, and that our candidate, he has already lost 2 days of the campaign trail here in Kampala trying to sort out this mess. You remember that's what they did when we were campaigning for the presidency. They used to summon our presidential candidate, Honorable Kebagendamu, from the field to bring him to the EC to ask him all sorts of questions. And of course, their motivation was trying to make sure that he doesn't reach out to the people. When they saw the heat and it was too much, you remember what they did? They said now, Kebagendamu will no longer be allowed to campaign in certain districts. And our presidential candidate, the Honorable Kebagendamu, was stopped and blocked from campaigning in many places.
So we are going back to the ground and to make sure that we get that victory. We are left with only 4 days of campaigns, and our expectation would be that they allow us go on the ground campaign. These teams have been talking about how their hotels were raided last night, the number of roadblocks are along the way. You need to talk about the issue of the voters register, which up to now we haven't gotten. You can imagine 4 days to the end of campaigns, we don't have a voters register for Omoro. Right now I've had to write again to the Electoral Commission to say give us this register so that we know where the people are, because you saw what they did in Kayunga. Some people are going to polling stations only to find that their names had already been removed. So twice lero nga honorable Senyi Bagambye okulaba kitogera ku nsonga za Omoro Kalulu akabindabinda bw'otuukayo ojja kulaba nga amaanyi NUP erina mangi nnyo ku ground. Bali balowooza nti bajja kwesanga mu mbeera nga teri challenge enene eri awo, naye bwe twandibeeringa omusajja ono ow'amaanyi ne tumwanawusinga nti ye candidate waffe, immediately ne batya nnyo, ne batandika omutuukirira ogezaako okumujja mu kalulu, ne batuukirira. I didn't even say this in English, that some of our campaign team members were actually removed, have already been picked out and compromised. So bagezaako okukola buli kimu kyonna candidate waffe banange mukimanyi bulungi abadde campaign trail every day, so you can allow him take a rest. But tubadde Omoro bw'otuukayo n'olaba embeera eriyo yenyamiza, abantu baavu, basuula bubi nnyo, tebalina mmere, tebalina amazzi n'ebirala bwe bityo. Osanga abantu nga bali ku mwenge ssaawa emu ez'okumakya kubanga tebalina kirala kyakukola, emirimu tegiriiwo n'ebirala bwe bityo. So embeera yegezaako okubawaliriza okulaba nti next week Lwokuna balonda candidate wa NUP kubanga bamanyi biki bye yabakolera edda era biki byagenda okubakolera singa abafunye omukisa n'awangula. Kitumanyi bulungi nnyo nti bwe bate bakakutemu tebakoze fijo lye baze bakola balala ajja kuwangula nga bwe bagambye even up to 80%. So mwebale nnyo abantu baffe basigale bali strong, era twagala kuwoninga era nga Honorable Senyi Bagambye akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kalina okulegeraawo okweyingiza mu byabufuzi kakole omulimu gwako bulungi ennyo. Babuulidde bagiso ba iso bwe bali ku ground nga bakwata mobilizers ba NUP nga babatiisatiisa babawa akasente, batuuka n'ekisente nga bagezaako okukola ebibiina by'abantu 10 bwe mba 10 ne muwera babawayo $1,000,000 y'esente, bagezaako obagulirira n'ebirala ne t-shirts n'ebirala, naye abantu baffe bali strong ku ground era amanyi bulungi nnyo tutujja kuwangula. So let me invite our Deputy President Northern Region. Ensonga ya register ne kati wenjogerera tetunafuna register y'Omoro. Tumanyi bulungi nnyo nti buli lwolwawo okuwayo register oba oli awo waliwo bebagezaako okukyusakyusa kubanga bali mu kutya kw'amaanyi nnyo. So kakati nawayirizibwa okuwandika ebbaluwa endala okubasaba register kubanga ne wetwogerera tetumanyi abalonzi bali bameka bali ddawa. So tubasaba batuwe register eyo tukyekenenye turezinge questions zetulina abantu baffe basobole okudeployinga kubanga tumanyi bulungi nnyo tibagala kupitikinga obululu, bagala kuleeta abantu abatalondera eyo nga bwe mwalawe ebivuyo gye bakola Kayunga n'awalala wonna wonna. So naye ffe amaaso tugabataddeko naddala ab'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda. Webale nnyo.
Tweruwa NUP kawe NUP kawe NUP Omoro Iachep Ilalongi Iodek Thank you so much for the patience you had. The Secretary General NUP, our candidate, the spokesperson and members of Parliament here, and our gallant supporters. knowing the threat on their head when it comes to going back home, that they actually stood by their signatures. I want to salute you so much. My gallant team, Northern Region, led by Chairman Okon. The honorable member, that is Walter Ochora Charles, Aru County. Wow, rapid response, Sebastian. This is Alama for the nomination day attack. Lanyon, on the nomination day, our convoy was attacked because the vibe was just too much. He bears that brand. Thank you so much. I also have the library, the most inspirational, Patrick Lapoti, and the entire, our registrar. Yes, the name?
Walton.
And I want, yes.
Thank you. Dennis Oyo. Yes. Mobilizer.
Yes. So these are just the samples. Yesterday as we were fired up in a chair, and we got a call that we are supposed to be here meeting with the EC. We said, when today is actually, one of our best days. We've built from the day of nomination up to yesterday. And we want to thank the mobilization team, Oyek, and the group. Campaign manager, Secondo!
Yes, thank you very much. I'm here for Wundarme Omoro, Wundarma Kiricha County, La Lulu Sub-County, La Kwaya Sub-County, Odef Sub-County, Orfo Sub-County, Asia Town Council, Tolitio, Dido Match, Chumata, Potato Bureau, Garupa Ferwa, Tolio, we metal building, Okuna and Wild Kind, which are what a bureau. Tolio,
that is very powerful. So that's the campaign manager and strategist, and also one of those candidates who showed interest and very honorably abided by the decision of our party, and rightfully so. So he also offered to be our team leader in terms of the campaign management. And we have also the team on the ground, the dancers and the vibe and so on. We are here, we've lost one day or so, but we are on the ground and the ground is shaking. In fact, when we go, we speak for a short time and then people, no, don't tell us, let us tell you people. Let us educate you about what is here. Gee, they get the microphone and start saying, I know when I speak, Giso will be here. But we are so tired of this hypocrisy. We are so tired. And that for me is a plus, because I have been telling you for northern Uganda, we have been robbed the south consecutively, and the last one was even worse. I thank the Lord God that now you have seen the evidence. We are feeling it, and we are here to defend this position of sanity. We are living right now and going on the campaign trail as we await the decision of the Electoral Commission. But come rain, come shine, we are running this race until the 26th, until we are announced. Yes, until we are announced. Yes, yesterday, my team, our team was attacked, and justifiably. They threw tear gas. They first of all came. This person said, and live bullet. This person who was leading that one lone police truck, of course military. When they arrived, it was a few minutes to 6. Then he said, these people should disperse, and the community, the voters said no. The other candidate was there until midnight last night. You people, wait, we are going for Pana. So we said, no, don't go for Pana, because our party is a non-violent party. That's how people, yes, we're going for Pana, for the and this the women, by the way, saying it, and they are really going for the Pana. They are so fed up of the double standards. They are so fed up. Yes, true and correct. So we want to commit that we are winning and we are going to defend this victory. We are going to reclaim our stolen identity, our stolen dignity, our stolen victory. Our candidate is very, very loud. Our team on the ground is the A team. I would not have wished for any other team better. Of course, I want to thank the SG and the Solidarity team from Kamoja. Our foot soldiers, they are there, moving with us. They are there. Mama, Mama. So we are and we even had a team from Busoga. We had another team, and Honorable Nup Erabudde herself was there with us. The vibe. This is not on an Omoro affair. This is a Uganda affair. This is a Nup affair. This is a front for the new Uganda affair. I'm very excited. This is how we are proceeding until, yes, we have some media challenges because they are also being trained, and there are very few. I would like to invite all of your media houses to coordinate with us because there's a lot happened. For example, that live bullet and tear gas deep in the village was not covered, and has our ambulance, rushed this beautiful baby girl to the Logi Health Center 3. Health Center 4. We also followed, and the police was also followed. Of course, I know those are military. The rest, you have also experienced it yourself, but we are fearless because this is a matter of reclaiming our dignity, our humanity. I want to thank each and every one of you for the solidarity, for the encouragement. My team, please, for us, this is a do or a do. Yes, a do or a do. Thank you so much. Omoro, here we come. Northern Uganda, in fact, even the flag bearers are all on the ground. Those from West Nile, those from Peso, those from Karamoja, those from here. What can I say? What would I want more? Priceless. Priceless. Thank you so much. Omoro, here we come.
Afoyo Megu and Megulina. You know what Megu means, you from? Okay, thank you. Except if there's any question, we will bring this address to a close. Thank you. Have a good day.
So now batwala kutika media Uganda mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala byogeddwa bibuliddwa nsota ebadiramu bagamba kulya mulimu bataluwomya naye nga byebyo mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala sikadde zikawukirwa gyasi abadde akweza wano asinzira wano ku kitebe kya National Unity Platform Kamu kya Kampala Uganda. Naenda kwa kufasi yangu mudabeko asole wanyo atula kutike media Uganda timu chakula TV ne tike online media adeko bukonde bwo ne bulungi mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Yes, basone banya atula kutike media Uganda timu chakula TV ne tike online media mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Amanya lido bosika uchiro jaze nga buli joze mbadde ngamba weereza nga asinzira wano ku kitebe kya National Unity Platform wano Kamocha bingi byogeddwa okubira ddala ku ebya Omoro ebirabo bitotogera kubadde ya Omoro byokabyoka byerere whereby batunyonyodde nti EC yabadde egezaako okubeera nga etekawo embeera y'okubeera nga ewandukula Simon Tulit Mukalulu nga beekwasa nti no abamu ku bantu ababiri abakozesebwa okubeera nga basenya ku papula za Simon Tulit wali ku nomination baali tebaliiyo mbu yajingira bajingirire. So leero National Platform yesterday nekyalira EC yabeera nga nekyalira EC nebeera nga enoonyereza ku bantu abo era okubakakasa nti ebigambibwa byonna bikyamba bijingirire wabula abantu ababiri baweereddwa ssente okubeera nga bavaayo ne beegaana Simon Tulit era bagamba tebamusayiningirangako era basobodde okuba approvinga rongo baba-approvinze rongo era ensonga ezimaze okubeera nga ziterezebwa. Jjukira olunaku lwa Lwakutaano tubadde tusuubira President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu okubeera nga agenda kwesayidde Omoro naye ndowooza sajja wano embeera gye bataddewo basazeewo okubeera nga bamulemesezza bamulemesezza tetufuddeyo ensonga zimaze okuterezebwako era munaku ezitalizawala jjukira ku lwokuna lwa wiiki ejja ku lwokuna lwa wiiki ejja tusuubira okubeera nga bagenda kulonda era tusuubira okubeera nga Simon Tulit agenda kulangirwa kubanga ategeddewo okuvuganya kw'amaanyi nnyo nnyo nnyini ddala. Kigambibwa ebiva mu Omoro eyo kigambibwa nti abantu abali mu Omoro abantu ba gavumenti batandise okubeera nga bakolamu obukuukuulu bw'abantu 10 mwekunganya abantu 10 gavumenti nejja ne bawa ssente bali bawa akadde kamu buli abantu abaire 10 gavumenti ng'ejja nga bateekamu akadde kamu buli abaire 10 gavumenti ng'ejja nga bateekamu akadde kamu ge bawe ne ku t-shirt nga ku lunaku luli erutuuka musobole okubeera nga ate mubalonda naye General Secretary wa National Unity Platform amanyikiddwa nga David Lewis Lubongoya avuddeyo n'ategeeza n'atugamba nti no bo bakibagambye nti sente zize bazibataddemu za muwi wa musolo sente ezo muzirye bwe mumala okulya sente ezo okulonda ekutuuka mujje mutikinge umbrella kubanga sente ezo zikola ki za muwi wa musolo era ayongedde n'ategeezebwa n'agamba nti abadde Omoro eyo emirundi esatu okuva elections ezo zatandika era n'atugamba nti naye embeera eri mu Omoro mbi nnyo bayiza naye Kamafoyo anali ebintu bino nabirebako mu Omoro kyomanyi ebintu biri mu Omoro ekisooka mu Omoro Chorus ali muka Omoro town okakukakukaka kwekati Chorus ali muka Omoro town in fact ndoza ziringa na kilometers ziringa nga meters nga 10 zimuka Chorus agundi amalwaliro sokulonye eddwaliro mu Omoro town oba mu Omoro nane likubula enguudo nfu nnyo abaana ebasomera bannange tukako mu town ya Olanya makaga Olanya gali gasinzira bannange Omoro bali bubi nnyo nyini ddala be bali abantu abakyasula mu busiisira nzikankubulire kwalagira banagange be bali abantu abakyasula mu busiisira abantu bali bubi nnyo nyini ddala ne yensonga lwaki abantu ba Omoro bayayanira for change abantu ba Omoro eyo bambala t-shirt za yellow zino ndoza t-shirt za national za gundi za NRM mbale kasi kame komendo nga bilibini bazikuba t-shirt yona bibagubiddeko ku mubiri omuntu ojja n'omwa t-shirt ya national platform nawuliranga mu butuufu ng'olinga amusindise mu ggulu nabitako naganga bali abagoya lives muzenga mu biraba omuntu omwa t-shirt ya national platform n'ajambala nalabanga oba omuwadde ki bane labanga amuwadde ki simanyi nakumanya naye nga embeera eri mu Omoro embi nnyo nyini daso bana Omoro mwena mu abantu abali no mu Kampala abali eyo mu bitundu bye wala simaya luddawa nga mwina abantu mu Omoro bambi mubakulireko ku busimu mubagabe bebereremu balonde national platform kubanga kyekibina kyokka kigenda okubeera nga kibaleetedde change kigenda okuleetera change mu kitundu kyammwe eyo mufune ku malwaliro mufune ku bintu ebitegekeka mufune ku ntambula mufune ku onasonyiwa naye nga zo ensonga bwezito bwe ziri Omoro byebimu ku bitundu ebikyali obubye ennyenye tesijagamba nti Katonda gy'ateeka ebigere no naye byebimu ku bitundu ebikyasinze okubeera nga bibi nnyo nyini ddala twatuuka mu Omoro kankuleko nekino mu Omoro teri loogi yonza kusulamu bw'oba ogenze mu Omoro era abaana bonna abagenda ogenda mu Omoro okola activities obudde ebuziba ng'odda ggulu wona kusula ggulu webutya ng'olinnya ng'oddayo mu Omoro ye embeera erimu amasanyalaze banna oyinza okunoonya amasanyalaze Omoro wafunye obadde olowooza bamwe olaba abantu abali wano mu kibuga be bakaaba tundi abantu abali ku Busabala road enfuufu efuuse enfuufu ebinnya bifuuse ebinnya beefula nti bakola nguudo naye Omoro abantu bali bubi nnyo nnyini ddala bagala yange sikamba abuulire naye nga mwina ababaddeko mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala amanya n'eddoboozi nsigadde nzika Ukiro Jasi mbaddewo nga nkwereza TK Media Uganda Team Kyagulanyi TV omanyi tulina platform 3 mwabadde batufunira ku TK Media Uganda mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala abadde batufunira ku TK Media Online mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala abadde batufunira ku Team Kyagulanyi TV mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala nadde batufunira ku YouTube okufunira ku YouTube oteekamu Team Kyagulanyi TV official n'otufuna butereevu oba sekyo oteekamu TK Media Uganda naye n'otufuna butereevu mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala tujja kuddingana olundi aye tubabuulire biki ebinaba bizeeko ebabidiridde bye sigadde nzika Ukiro Jasi wano mu bisenge bya National Unity Platform wano e Kamoja.
Days to campaign by him to come to Kampala. He ends up losing about 2 days. That's part of the plan. But also, we have had wild allegations which have been cooked up by big politicians in northern Uganda, army officers and the like, to try and get him deregistered, to try and get the Electoral Commission to cancel his nomination. There's been lots of falsifications, as they always do, when they realize there is a popular candidate who is going to trounce the NRM candidate. And that's what they've been trying to do. And that was the reason for the Electoral Commission calling him today. Lots of crazy allegations that have been raised by the Electoral Commission. One of which is to say some of the people that signed for your nomination are not real people. What the state did, they got 2 of the 10 who signed on his behalf, and they compromised them. So they were at the Electoral Commission saying, we do not know this man, we have never even met him. They signed for him to nominate him, 2 of them. So we got the others, the remaining 8, and he went with them to the Electoral Commission to prove that the people who actually signed his nomination form are real people. They exist. They are in the NIDA system, National ID system, and we have them here. So you can see the extent to which the state is scared. They keep saying NUP is only here in Uganda. Now we are showing them that NUP is nationwide. We had challenges, we could not be allowed to get to different districts during the campaigns, and now we are saying we must get to those places. And when they realize the momentum there is, they're trying to cut down our speed. We want to send a stern warning to the Electoral Commission. Do your job professionally. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what the Constitution expects you to do. If you are going to play politics because certain powerful politicians of the land are coercing you to do so, we are watching and will not allow that to happen. So we thought we should re-emphasize our candidate is in the race. We're not going to allow any intimidation by anybody, including the Electoral Commission, which is superintending over this whole process. So we are telling them, we are watching you, kid. We saw what you did in the 2021 general elections. We saw what you did in Kayunga. Very shamelessly. These guys are extremely shameless. And we are saying, we are watching you. And so after here, our candidate is going to go back to Omoro County to resume campaigns. And our president will be following him anytime to connect with the people of Omoro and to re-emphasize that we are in the race and we are in it to win. I will say what I've said very briefly in Uganda for the sake of the Uganda media houses, and then I'll invite our candidate. Olwali tubayise okubabuulira ku bigenda mu maaso mu kulonda kwa Omoro County. Oweekitiibwa Sipiika mujjukira yafa, ekifo ne kibeera nga kyetaagisa okujjuzibwa. Netwesobola nga NUP tugatya ekifo kino tukyegwanyiza era tulina kandidate waffe Simon Akecha Tolit. Abantu b'Omoro bamulaze okwagala kubanga musajja waabwe bamumanyi, bamulondako, nabbibwa, kakati basanyufu nti musajja waabwe akomyewo. Era nga bwe muzze mu biraba abantu ba Omoro bamusembeza nnyo. Ekintu ekyo tekisanyusizza bannaffe abali mu gavumenti, era bazze bateesateesa kandidate waffe ono nga bamukubira amasimu. Abanene mu gavumenti, abanene mu magye okukweyonona Uganda nga bamukubira amasimu bamugamba kwe lwaki oyagala kulemesa omuntu waffe mutabani wa Olanya banna. Bino byansikirano. Oweekitiibwa Sipiika bwe yafa nkakasa nti mu kiraamo kye alina omusika mu nsonga za famire n'ebintu byali alina nga ye. Mu bintu ebyo temulimu Omoro County. So tulagula twagamba nti nedda bino si bya famire, si bya nsikirano, bino by'abantu bonna bonna. Netwesobola ne kandidate waffe. So twagala okubawoniga abo abateesateesa kandidate waffe, abagezaako okumugulirira abiveemu tujje tulina akasente ke tujja okuwa nga kitolemesa mwana waffe, kubanga bakimanyi nti omwana waabwe eri sayidi tamanyikiddwa nnyo. Bambi yakulira wano Kampala, bamuyingiza mu bintu bino tabitegeera, mpulira nti n'olulimi talwogera, kati bamanyi obuzibu batuuseeko ku lwa kandidate waffe ono. Kyolaba bamutiisatiisa ne ttiimu yaffe nga bagezaako tusala sipiidi. Kandidate waffe yayitiddwa akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kubanga twabitegedde nti bannaffe bye tuvuganya bagezaako okuteekawo obusongasonga balina bwe bajingirira bagala nti Simon Toliti ku bantu abakusayingira nomination form ababiri actually bagambye nti bonna mbu tebaliyo sina bantu kana amanya wagajingirira abantu bano tebaliyo ne signatures nakye mbu tebaliyo kuba kye bakoze bafunyeemu 2 ku 10 ne babawa akasente era yabasanzeyo ku electoral commission nga bo bagamba nti omusajja ono tetumumanyi tetumulabangako. So kye twakoze ne tuyita banne abalala abasayininga nomination form ye ne tubatwala ku kakiiko k'ebyokulonda anti bagamba nti amannya gano siga abantu bano abantu tebaliyo tubatwalidde abantu we bali abamusayiningira nomination form era ne bali abagamba nti tebabimanyiiko tubalumiriza ne tugamba nti kakati mmwe mwekyusiza mu kitinga embazzi kubanga bamuwadde sente naye mwasayininga forms zino nga mweyagalidde kimwakola muli mukitegeera nga mukimanyi. So akakiiko k'ebyokulonda nako kalabika kasalirawo ddala nti kakati katweyingirize ddala politics tuzanyire sayidi eno ey'abannaffe bali twagala okulabula bannaffe mu kakiiko k'ebyokulonda mutuukirize obuvunaanyizibwa bwammwe basemateeka yaffe bwegamba. Nsonga eyo nkulu twalaba bye mwakola mu kalulu ke twakavaamu twalaba bye mwakola mu kayunga tubataddeko eriisa ejjogi. So gino emivuyo gye bagezaako teekawo kubanga batidde musajja waffe ono Toliti Simon Akecha naye ffe tugamba nti tugenda kupondoka tetugenda kuggwamu maanyi era saawa yonna pulezidenti waffe Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert agenda Omoro. Twalabye ku mawulire DPC wa Omoro ng'agamba nti kaakati tutaddewo road blocks buli kkubo eriyingira mu Omoro buli ayingira tulina okumwaza tulina okumubuuza kusookera ddala era national ID okirina ekimu Omoro olina byatandika dye twasemba kubiraba mu biseera bya Amini kakati road blocks bandagaali zo babizizaawo okuyingira district olina kusooka kusaba lukusa olina kusooka kulaga nti oli mutuuze obeeramu eyo district tetukyalina naddembe kwetaayaaya naye ekyo bakikoze olw'obutiitiizi olw'amaanyi aga NUP ne kandidate waffe Toliti Simon Akecha. Tetugenda kupowa leero oluva wano kandidate waffe adayo Omoro pulezidenti waffe saawa yenna agenda kumwegattako tulabe nga ekifo kino n'obuwanguzi kiwujjayo. So akakiiko k'ebyokulonda ne bannaffe abali mu NRM abagezaako okuzanyazanya omuzannyo obutategeerekeka tubasekeredde kubanga musanze tulaba. I want to invite our candidate Toliti Simon Akecha, Honorable, to address us. You're welcome, sir.
People power. Our power. Our power. People power. Erabudde NUP. Thank you.